If you're a B2B consultant or service provider that is currently relying on referrals to grow, watch this carefully because the main reason you cannot scale right now is not because ads doesn't work or outbound agencies don't work. It's because you do not have a good enough offer right now for it to work on cold traffic. Okay? So like I mentioned, if you're a B2B consultant or service provider that is making anywhere in between half a million up to 2.5 million in revenue per year and you want to grow, you want to break the ceiling that you have right now, but 80% plus of your business comes from referrals, well, follow this framework, okay? Because you will be able to add up to 1 million, even a bit more, $1.2 million in revenue over the next 12 months to your current business, okay? So here's the problem. You are a consultant, you are a service provider, you have great referrals, you have great leads, you have a great offer, at least you believe, you have a great delivery, your clients love you, but you are hitting the referral ceiling. You want a predictable way to generate leads, you want to grow. You want to grow higher, you want to grow faster, but every time you're trying, it's like throwing money into a black hole, regardless of the method. Like I mentioned, it's not because ads don't work from consultants, but because you are approaching it backwards, okay? So most of you are jumping straight into lead gen, ads, outbound, maybe even creating content sometimes, doing things like this without solving the fundamental issue, having an offer that converts people who have never heard of you. Because right now, you get referrals, they know about you. Most likely, one of your clients told them to just talk to you because they have a problem that you can solve. So they have access to a case study, basically, which is your client. But you need to engineer this trust and the context in your offer for it to work on cold traffic. Okay, so I've designed a four-step offer engineering system that you can copy today and you can scale actually right now thanks to it. So again, here's how to scale with cold traffic without burning money and waste months of your life, of your business, just because you are trying something that will never work because you do not have the foundation. Okay, so let's start by let's start with the beginning. Okay, ask yourself three main questions: who got the best results? Who pays me the most? And who do I enjoy working with the most? You want to ask yourself these questions to understand what kind of people you want to attract to work with them, to work together as your clients. You want to understand that. And I understand that many people are just clueless about it. They do not know anything about this. They do not know what client is the best in terms of results. They do not know what client pays them the most. And they know usually that there are some clients they do not enjoy working with, but they do not make the process of understanding why they do not like to work with them to make sure that they won't attract this type of people in the future. So I actually have a resource that I make all my clients feel, okay? We call this the client value stream mapping. So basically, it's a process in which you will add everything you've done for your clients. You will add their industry, what type of companies they are, how you found them, right? How did you close them? What was the sales process like? And you will add the deliverables you deliver to them. That way, you will understand everything about them, and then you will send them a message to interview them, ask them a few questions. These questions will be off the record. The goal of these questions is to understand their side of the story. What deliverables were actually useful for them? Where did they see the most value? Was the sales process interesting to them? Did they get value during the sales process that you may have not perceived as the guy carrying the sales process? You want to ask them these questions. So right now you can actually pause the video, take a screenshot of this. Those are actual questions that I want you to ask yourself and I want you to ask your clients. So select your best clients, send them an email, book a call with them off the record, and ask them questions about the process, the sales process you are together, and the delivery process, you basically what you delivered for them. Did they see value? And you map out everything. All right, we did lead gen for you, for example. Did you see value? Oh yeah, it was great because I went from 0 leads per month to actually 30 leads per month. They were qualified. It was super great. Boom. 4 out of 5. Sales enablement. Yeah, guys, you helped me greatly with the sales process. You built the whole sales process. You helped me. You reviewed my calls. You changed the scripts. You've done everything to make my life easier in sales. So it was perfect. Boom. 5 out of 5. That way, you are able to understand what works and what doesn't. This process will allow you to do 2 things. First, you will create marketing angles. Thanks, do this, okay? If I know that, for example, in my service, people like the sales enablement and they get the most value out of it, I can create my marketing around it. That I do sales enablement, I do this and that gives that outcome and this outcome, okay? And on the other side, if you see that some deliverables are not perceived as valuable, you can either remove them or you can just not communicate on them, okay? Then the second step of the process is to create case studies. So you want to take the best clients out of this process and ask them, look, let's hop on a call. This time it will be recorded and I will just ask you a few questions for me to be able to show that I delivered results to you and that I will be able to do the same for my future clients. So you want to record video case studies. As you can see here, it's me. It was a year ago with 2 clients that are from the same company. And we delivered for them 102 sales calls with the ICP within the first 30 days of the partnership. You can see here.
Selecting a vendor, and I think that you guys have over-delivered on a lot.
Over-delivered. You can see that 3 seconds over-delivered. You want to listen to this and you want to work with this guy here because he over-delivered to them. This is why it's super important. And again, think about it. The principle behind this is that referrals work because there is trust. This builds trust, right? You can have a written case study. You can have, testimonials. This is me, right? With my clients saying that I over-delivered for them. So it's working. The trust is here and you can have the same with your clients, okay? So again, I invite you guys to pause the video right now and copy these questions because those are the exact questions that we are asking in our own case studies and that we give to our clients to ask in their own case studies to collect them, okay? Those are proven questions. They work. They build trust. They create the status delta, okay? So please screen this, take a screenshot and use them. And then create your offer, okay? So now you have data on your clients here. You have video case studies. So you know what marketing angles you can use. Now you want to fill what we call, or the equivalent that you may have, the value proposition document. What is your value proposition? Who is your dream client? What drives your dream clients, right? What are their goals, desires, personal desires, their problems, fear? What are the trends in the market? You want to answer all these questions alongside with the data you had from this process here to basically create this, right? Almost he talks about this. It's pretty famous, but it works. We help niche get outcome in time frame with the name of the mechanism or without having to do this and that. It's guaranteed because it's written in the contract. So I help consultants and B2B service provider that are anywhere in between $500,000 up to $2.5 million in revenue per year that are currently relying on referrals to get up to $1 million in revenue over the next 12 months, right? Added to that current revenue with a predictable system, and they won't have to work with bullshit agencies. They won't have to build a sales team, or they won't have to pretty much do anything by themselves, if not just working 5 hours per week. This is what I'm doing. This is my offer, okay? You can see that it fits what is written here. So then you can use the Hormozy value equation to maximize the perceived value. So basically it's this, the dream outcome times the perceived likelihood of achievement. And under here, you have time delay and effort and sacrifice. This is the value, okay? You want to basically increase this here and you really want to decrease this, okay? And you want to show them. So here is the key insight. Create multiple angles for the same core service. Your prospects may want revenue growth, but they think they need more leads. So this is an example, by the way, all right, that I'm taking for myself. So test both angles, right? First angle increase revenue by 2 million annually. And the lead angle, we are going to generate 50 plus qualified leads every single month without having you to do anything. Okay, you can see that basically it will be the same outcome. So I will still get this based on the system, but here we are throwing out different things. Same delivery, different positioning based on what they think they need. And how do you know this? Thanks to this. Okay, you will talk to them. This is why it's super important, and we start with this. Then the last step of the system is to test the offer. Two main ways to test it, okay, outbound or ads. I would recommend outbound if you have a limited budget, because outbound, you can pretty much run it with $500 per month, okay, to have the whole system and everything set up. You need to have the capacity to do it. You need to have the resources and also the expertise to do it. In terms of price, it's less expensive. The ads, I wouldn't recommend you testing ads if you cannot invest at least $100 per day, so around $3K per month, because otherwise you won't have enough data to understand anything about the market and about the offer, if it's working or not. So choose like this. Both ways are great. Ads, it's obviously better because you will go much faster, and once it's done, you will be able to scale like much higher, like way higher actually. Whereas if you have to crack outbound first, you will crack it, then you will most likely go to ads with the money you will make here, just to scale basically. Okay, and then the offer is validated when KPIs hit. What do? It means that you will close the deals, you will get new clients, and then you go back here and you start getting the insights from these clients again to build the offer. So basically, you won't build it from scratch again, but it's forever evolving, all right? It's a process, it never ends. You have to consistently get better. So guys, I hope you find value in this video. I hope this is clear. If you want me to implement all of this for yourself, and again, please read this, okay? If you are in this situation and you want to scale, you want to grow faster, I will implement the whole system for you. I will do like basically everything you saw here. Those are the foundations. This is only the onboarding phase and only one part of the onboarding phase that we have. Book a call with me today. I will ask you a few questions and I will build a full 12 months plan that you will have in your hands, and everything will be detailed in it. That way you will be able to implement everything by yourself at the end of our call. You won't need me to do it. And if you ever need me or want me to do it, I will add a guarantee and it will be basically risk-free for you. Okay, book a call today.